Over the past year and a half, 100% of my videos have been about making videos, like what I think makes a good one, how to stay motivated so that you can keep making them. If you're going to vlog, what are the components of a good vlog format? And I haven't done anything but talk about videos. So I'm sitting here thinking like, oh man, I'd really like to start vlogging and talking about things that I'm passionate about and documenting this stage of my life. And I get stuck because I'm trying to define it. I'm thinking about, well, what aesthetically can I do with my vlog that will set it apart from everyone else's, that'll make it uniquely my own? And what are like the different, templates that I can use and overlays or just stylistic choices like that. So for my own vlog, I've been thinking like, well, what can I do that's uniquely me that would set my vlog apart from anybody else's, just, to make it my own? And I was thinking like, well, I like 90s movies and TV shows. What if I use that aesthetic for all of my vlogs and use that as a framework? And I was like, well, that would be really cool for a while, but what if I get bored of it? What if I paint myself into a corner because like I run out of ideas on how to execute that? And so I keep going back to the drawing board and keep going back to the drawing board. And eventually, it just kind of like a month has gone by and I haven't been able to film anything because I can't take that first step because I'm not allowing myself to until I figure all of this out. So that's why I keep getting stuck. And the more that I've sat here and tried to think, well, maybe I will use this color palette and I will have the transitions and this kind of gimmicky thing that, is included in every single one of them. Trying to define that has stopped me from actually doing anything, from filming anything, because I'm like, well, I want it to be aligned with whatever I decide is going to be the case for all, 100, 300, 500, vlogs to come. And I have that weight of the entirety of everything that I do on this first one because of wanting to define it first. And that's a bad place to be. I can't tell you how many times I've been with a group of friends and we've been sitting at a restaurant or something and be like, oh, wouldn't it be great if we did a sketch show or a podcast or a web series or something like that? And we'll like brainstorm what we can name it and what the logo should look like and, the theme and like, oh, the aesthetics of it, we can, shoot it like this and stuff. And we'll get really excited about it and we'll brainstorm and tweak it and tweak it and tweak it. And then over the next couple of days and weeks, we'll, message back and forth. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was a plumber that came in and he like used his plunger to like go like that onto the camera and then that would like transition us from scene to scene, just stuff like that. And we never get to the point of actually making and filming this stuff because we're still excited about what it could be and trying to define that. Like, we don't want to get started until we know all of those details because we want them to be consistent throughout the entire series or whatever. And the weight of that, trying to nail that down before you even film one, prevents you from ever filming one. And instead of making something really uniquely me, I made nothing so far. I've been carrying this camera around with me every day, to work, to the store, and thinking like, well, I'm going to, be motivated and inspired to do something and just start filming, and then I could piece that together as a vlog. But I never actually turn it on because I'm like, well, how am I going to make this trip to Target aligned to this overall theme that I haven't yet defined? And then I just never do anything with it, I get stuck. I guess the point is, you don't need a master plan for what the next 100 videos in your vlog series are going to look like. You just got to think, what is the best video, the best vlog that I can make today, and build on that. If you think about your favorite TV show, think about an episode from the first season and compare it to an episode from the 8th or the 9th or the 10th season. It looks completely different. The characters are more evolved and have these like personality quirks that maybe weren't apparent in the first couple of seasons. Look at Seinfeld, the first season of Seinfeld, everything was framed around him doing a stand-up set, and then they would show the rest of the episode like tied to whatever he was talking about in his stand-up set. And then, by the end of it, they didn't even show him doing stand-up at all. Those shows evolve. And so can your videos, so can your vlogs, so can everything on your YouTube channel or your podcast or, whatever it is that you want to make. If I want to start vlogging, I don't have to sit here and think about, well, what color do the little titles need to be in my videos to like mark the different chapters? I can figure that out later. The point is I just need to get out and start recording and really letting it evolve as it goes. I don't think anyone would watch 50 vlogs of mine and think like, oh, well, the first episode had gold titles at the beginning of it, and then this one's, they're neon pink. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't think anyone's going to do that, and frankly, I don't think anyone's going to care, right? You figure it out as you go, and it's going to evolve with you. Shouldn't that be the goal, is just to make the best thing you can today in the way that you want to tell your story, and you can figure that part out in the editing. If you find yourself stuck in a similar loop of overthinking, maybe you don't need a perfect plan. Maybe you just need to start. Let it evolve, figure it out along the way. You don't figure things out by writing it all out, you figure it out by doing. You just need to figure out this first one right here. And after you finish and produce that one, then worry about the next one. What are the things that you liked from that first one that you want to carry over? And what things do you want to slightly tweak? So you tweak it after 1, you tweak it after 2, you tweak it after 5, and then 10. And it can evolve and slowly become that thing that you're, really aiming for, rather than trying to figure all of that out before you even start filming. To free myself from this paralysis of defining what my vlog content should be, what my vlog should look like, I'm just going to focus on making one, starting now.